This is a weekly reading for Aries. So first of all, a good shuffle. And just going to focus around you and just lay down your 10 cards on the table. So, first card is in the here and now, the present situation. What's going on around you at this time? And your card is the Temperance card. First of all, it's a major card, so I do sense there's some major issues, big changes taking place around you as well. I'm also sensing things to come back into balance for you. It could well be you put a lot of time, a lot of effort into a situation. Okay, there's been some type of block here, but I do sense this block dissolving. Okay, and then what's yours is going to start flowing towards you. It's a bit like you've got water and it's been building up against the dam, the block, but the dam bursts and the water just pours out. And the water is in like abundance. I'm also sensing something here about some prayers or some wishes you've been putting out to the spiritual plane. These have been listened to, okay, and they are in the process of being answered. I'm also seeing all this water come down over you, and there's a strong sense of this healing process which is taking place at the moment. You're kind of at crossroads now, okay? It's been a winding path to get to this point, so it's been difficult, it's been challenging, but you have to choose now between one thing and another, I sense. There's also something here about trying to get nowhere fast. There's a sense of the need to slow down, just take one step at a time, because it's been a bit like not being able to see the wood through the trees, but in stepping back you see the bigger picture, you gain more clarity, you see what needs to be done, because things have been difficult. With the crossing card, the Emperor reversed, I do sense this instability. Things are kind of sort of been all over the place here, okay? It's like just when you think you've got something resolved, then something else crops up, okay? I'm also sensing this masculine energy around you, but it could be male or female, but they're just shown to be very negative, cold, very distant. They're not helping matters, okay? It's like you're not gaining the certainty or the commitment which you deserve here. So in the past, coming to the present, I've got the 8 of Swords in the reversed position. So you have felt trapped. I mean, if you look at the card, you've got these swords in the ground which appear like the bars to a prison. You're blindfolded. You've got this rope tied around you as well. But since the card is reversed, that rope is dropping off. You're taking the blindfold off. You're gaining more clarity. And there's a gap between two of the swords. So there's a way forward for you. It's very much in your hands. And I also sense so much is being revealed. And it's like the cat has let out the bag. A whole can of worms is opened, and it kind of sort of leaves you in no doubt that it's time to let go and just move away from the situation. It could well be that you've been given someone the benefit of the doubt too many times, okay? But they go too far, okay? They say or do something, and it leaves you in no doubt within yourself that it's time to let go and move forward from this situation. Yeah. I mean, looking more forward, I got the 2 of Cups, which is a card of harmony. So whereas now in the recent past, it's like your mind has been wanting to let go, but your heart has been pulling you back. With what's revealed, your heart realizes it's time to let go. So when your heart and your mind work together, they're in harmony. And anything is possible because you start going towards what you want, okay? Whereas before, it was like being in a car, having your foot on the accelerator, the hand on the handbrake, you just go around in circles. But when the heart and the mind work together, it's gently on the accelerator, gently off the handbrake. You go towards what you want, and what you want starts coming towards you. There's also something here about either a new relationship or a new stage within a present relationship. Something happens here which brings things to light. Yeah, I mean, quite obviously here with the Tower card, it's symbolic, but it shows 2 people falling from a building, which means there's been this big falling out. It's like your whole world came crashing down. Of course, you're wanting to rebuild things, but much stronger than before. And in fact, with the lessons which have been learned, There's a sense of doing things differently. Okay, so either you change the way you look at something, or you just move away from something. And don't forget, if you change the way you look at something, what you look at also changes. And the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. So subconsciously, I've got the Three of Cups here. Okay, there is this kind of sort of feel-good factor coming up. Okay, you've been trying to see the positive in everything. So despite what's happened, okay, you're trying to see the positive. There's also some type of celebration coming up. It could be around a birthday or some type of anniversary. It also says that you deserve a pat on the back for what you've been through. If you compare yourself now to last year, you'll see how far you've come. So the advice card is the Judgment card reversed. Interesting card, because when I was in Prague, it was about 3 years ago, I took out my tarot cards in the cafe, as you do, and this woman sees me with them, and she comes over, she has some cards, and we do each other readings, and she got the Judgment card for me, reversed, and she said it's all about acceptance. And I kind of sort of took that meaning further, so in the sense of it's a bit like you got two ships in the ocean, so one of the ships is you, and then the other ship is what you want, but the sea is too choppy. They can't come together, okay? But once the sea calms down, then the ships can come together. So what it's saying is that once the mind settles, the emotions settle, you go towards what you want, and what you want starts coming towards you. So it's all about acceptance. It's like accepting the situation will change things around you. So at the moment, I've got the Magician card, which is kind of around you at the moment. It's very much about this manifestation. You're going to take some type of action here, which brings things back into balance, okay? And I do sense you have been putting out a lot of wishes, intentions, prayers, and these are about to manifest for you over the coming month. There's also some good news on the way, and better communication as well. I feel better communication within yourself, which then brings better communication on the outside as well. So your hopes and your fears is shown by the Four of Swords. Strong sense that you do fear this change. You know, things are happening at great pace, I feel here. It's not easy initially, because it's like this status quo which you've been in. You've been secure within the insecurity. You're kind of used to it. But as things move forward after this difficult period, I'm being reminded actually that the darkest hour is just before the dawn. Things are shown to get much, much better. It's like this healing process which you're going through. It's been one challenge after another, but that card here beneath you is horizontal, which is non-intrusive. So it talks about this healing process taking place. Everything's going to work out for the best. I'm also seeing the stained glass window, which connects to spirit. So they're helping to nudge things in the right direction for you. Yeah. Final card is the Three of Wands. So quite clearly it shows you moving to a new stage here, okay? Something much more healthy. So rather than like being in this vicious cycle, it's like breaking free from that vicious cycle and into something much more steady. It's also about some kind of trip or holiday coming up, and it could also be something here around a house movement or changes around the house. Don't forget to like, to share, to comment. There's also a link if you'd like to buy me a coffee or for a personal reading. Thank you.